Today we're going to learn how to write an informal letter to somebody. Informal means that it is to someone you know well, like a friend or a family member. Video and find a pencil and a sheet of lined paper. When you've found these, press play again. Here are some examples of informal letters you may have written before. Thank you letters, maybe for birthday presents or Christmas presents. Postcards when you're on holiday, or letters to friends and family who live far away. The letter you're going to start to write today is going to be based on the film Taking Flight we looked at last week. You are going to write a letter to a friend or family member telling them about your day at Grandpa's. Remember, you're going to imagine that you are Tony in the film, so you'll be telling them all about your exciting day. When we write letters, there are certain steps we always follow, and today we're going to look at the first 4 steps we use when we write any letter. So step 1, write your name and address in the top right-hand corner of your letter. Here is my example. You can use the same address as mine, make up your own, or use your real address. You may need to ask an adult what that is. Step 2, write the date underneath your address. Here is my example. Monday the 8th of June 2020. Step 3, write the name of the person who the letter is for on the left-hand side. You can use dear. Sometimes you can use a more formal greeting such as hello or hi, but for this letter we're going to use dear, and you need to add a comma after the person's name. Here is my example. Dear Mrs. Bailey. As we're writing letters this week, I thought we would collect stamps instead of stars for including all the right features. In a minute, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and start writing steps 1, 2, and 3 of your letter. Think about these stamps when you're writing. The first stamp will be for your address in the top right-hand corner of your page. Look at my example if you're not sure. The second one is for the date directly underneath it. And the third for your greeting, Dear Mrs. Bailey, with the comma after it. You can write yours to whoever you choose. Now pause the video and have a go at thinking about collecting all these stamps while you write steps 1, 2, and 3. Welcome back. Does your letter look like my example? Have a good look at your letter and check. Did you collect all 3 stamps? If you did, well done. If not, can you change it now to make it correct? The next step is our letter's introduction. In our introduction, it is good to tell the person you are writing to them and encourage them to read your letter. For example, our reason for writing to somebody is that we had such an exciting day with Grandpa, we thought they would enjoy hearing about it, and it's good to tell them that. It's also good to start by asking them how they have been or telling them that you hope they are feeling well. Here is my example. Dear Mrs. Bailey, how are you? I hope you're keeping well and enjoying the beautiful weather we're having at the moment. I am writing to tell you about what happened to me when I went to visit my grandpa last week. As you know, I was not looking forward to going because my dad had promised to take me to Mr. Moojuice that day, and I love their green gator smoothie. I thought there was nothing to do at my grandpa's and I would be bored. Well, I couldn't have been more wrong. I had the most amazing day. I don't think you will believe what happened. You can collect 3 stamps for your introduction. The first for a question asking them about how they are feeling. The second for writing the reason why you are writing to them. And the third for making them want to read on. An introduction only needs to be a few sentences long. You want to save all the detail for the next part of your letter. You will notice I have talked directly to my reader. For example, I've said, you won't believe what happened. If you can do this, you'll get an extra stamp. Pause the video and have a go at writing step 4, your introduction, thinking about collecting the stamps. Welcome back. By now, you should have written your introduction. Did you collect all the stamps? Let's see. Have you asked how they are? Have you told them why you're writing to them? Also, have you made them want to read on? Don't forget the bonus stamp for talking to your reader directly. Well done. You're finished for today. Come back tomorrow when we will be writing more about our exciting day with Grandpa.